AI can generate an entire PowerPoint presentation in seconds now. Gamma can do it, Canva can do it, Microsoft, Google, pretty much everyone has a version. So why would we spend hours building one from scratch? Because rebuilding something that already exists is one of the best ways to understand how it actually works. You stop being just a user. You start seeing the problems, the trade-offs, and the decisions hidden underneath. And that's exactly what we're gonna do today. We're gonna build an AI PowerPoint generator from scratch. But here's where it gets interesting. When I started looking into how these systems actually work, I discovered something surprising. There isn't just one way to generate a PowerPoint. There are two completely different approaches. From the outside, they look identical. You type a prompt, a few seconds later, a beautiful slide deck appears. But underneath, they are completely different machines. The first approach is the one you'd probably expect. Let the AI create a PowerPoint file directly. This is the native approach used by tools like Microsoft Copilot. And on the surface, it sounds simple. The user asks for a presentation. The AI generates one. It's a structured document. Every text box, every image, every shape, every position on the page, everything has a precise location. It's closer to a blueprint than a blank canvas. And this creates a problem. Large language models are great at understanding ideas. They're great at writing. They're great at generating content. But asking them to directly create thousands of precise layout instructions, that's where things get messy. Small mistakes can break the entire presentation. So the clever solution is, don't let the AI design everything. Instead, let each side do what it is good at. The AI decides what goes on the slide. PowerPoint decides where everything goes. And this works surprisingly well. The result is a real PowerPoint file. The text is editable, the objects are editable, everything opens exactly the way you expect. But there is a trade-off. Your design is limited by what PowerPoint's layout system can create. Slides are clean, professional, reliable, but they also tend to look familiar. What if we approach this completely differently? Instead of teaching AI to speak PowerPoint, why not let it speak the language it already knows? The language of the web, HTML, CSS. Because here's the interesting thing. Large language models have seen an enormous amount of web code during training. They understand how websites are built. Layouts, typography, spacing, visual hierarchy. So instead of generating a PowerPoint file directly, I generate each slide as a web page. Then I render that page in a real browser. And finally convert it into a PowerPoint. And suddenly, the design limitations disappear. Custom layouts, modern typography, complex designs, gradients, anything you can create on a website can potentially become a slide. And there is another advantage. Because the slide is rendered first, what you see is exactly what you get. No formatting surprises, no layout shifting, pixel-perfect output. Sounds perfect, right? Almost, but it's not. Because there is one huge problem. A screenshot of a beautiful web page is still just a screenshot. The text isn't editable. The shapes aren't editable. It's not really a PowerPoint anymore. It's just an image inside a PowerPoint file. And that defeats the entire purpose. Because the magic of PowerPoint isn't just making something beautiful. It's being able to change it, move things around, edit the text. So now we have the real challenge. How do you take something designed like a web page and turn it back into a fully editable PowerPoint? Two completely different approaches. The native approach, perfect compatibility, perfect editing, but limited by PowerPoint's design system. The web approach, unlimited design freedom, pixel-perfect results, but you have to solve editability, and that's the problem we're going to solve next. How do you turn a beautiful AI-generated web page into a real PowerPoint presentation? Subscribe and follow to find out how it can be done.